Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only Thelma Houston.
Hello there.
I mean, most people can recognize that voice anywhere, but not everywhere because Clock is in the house. How are you?
Tick tock. I'm fine, thank you.
Listen, you are a legendary singer. You started your career in the 60s. You have done so much throughout the decades. Like, what was this Mass Singer experience like for you?
It was most different thing I've ever done. And it was challenging, very much so. And if you can believe it, it was a lot of fun. For me, Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, right? So getting dressed up is something that I love, and I love to go all the way with it. But I've never had to perform like that. And so that was difficult. That was a difficult part because when I'm performing, in front of a live audience, I like to make eye contact with people, you know, and and I like to be comfortable. If the more comfortable I am, the more I can just let it all. But this was not allowing that. I'm like this, and you don't turn like this, you turn like this.
It doesn't seem easy, Thelma.
It was not. It was not. And it took me the first song, like the Billy Joel night, I was so into like, okay, I was like, okay, don't let them know who your voice is. Try to change your voice. Oh, don't forget, you got to walk over there. Okay, now when the guitar, when the harmonica, you got to point to the harmonica. It was thinking all these things, and it was like I was like, so. But the second time, I felt like I was a little bit more relaxed, and then the next time I was a little bit more relaxed, and then I just said, okay, I'm just gonna have fun.
That's the way
Yeah,
to do it.
yeah, yeah.
You started in this business, your debut came out in 1969, and then you did have a few years before, the
Mm-hmm.
late 70s when Don't Leave Me This Way
Right.
broke out. Like
Mm-hmm.
once that broke out, that song went to number one. It was everywhere. Like, what was that time of your life like? Because you were in the business for a bunch of years before that.
Yeah. Well, you know, you're so you're so busy trying to get that one hit. Um, I mean, my life was spent recording, going out 6 months, recording for about 6 months, then going out to promote it, and if it didn't work, come back into the studio and do it all over again. So that's what I was used to doing. So that when I finally did get a hit, which almost didn't happen because the head of the company did not believe that the song was strong, strong enough. He didn't believe that it was a song for me, and so it almost didn't get released. So when it did get released and it was on the charts, I was so busy trying to figure out I didn't really get to really enjoy the moment then. I'm having my best time in the last, I would say, in the last maybe 10 years, or the last, not that I wasn't enjoying it before, but I was so, you know but now it's just relaxing, and this is what I do. I'm loving it, and I don't feel pressure.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
What was it? Because that song was a cover. It was originally done by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
And the Blue Notes.
Like what was it about that you kind of fought the record company and said, "Trust me, like this is the one. I believe in it."
No, I didn't. I didn't say, because by this time I had no idea what was a hit for what was not, and I didn't, and I wasn't writing at that time. I wasn't really writing my own material, and so um, when Suzanne DePass, who was the head of the A&R department, who was the person that really signed me to the label, when she heard that song by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, she she told me to go and get it and listen to it and then tell her what I thought. Did I like it? Well, anything that Teddy Pendergrass sings, I'm gonna like it. Who's not gonna like it, right? So I
Yeah.
liked it. And so she went in and got Hal Davis to cut it. And Hal Davis, he produced the song to be a disco hit. He, with the whatever those beats, 120, whatever that measurement is, he had that in it. And it had the, where it would build and set, and then it'd build a little bit more and settle, you know what I mean? Like, almost like a church, sort of like a church song type,
Yeah.
gospel kind of song. And that did it. Now, when I heard it, I knew that when I heard the finished product, I knew that I would enjoy dancing to it, because I used to go dancing on Thursday nights with my boys, we'd go to all the clubs, and hang out and dance and stuff. Um, I knew that, but as far as if this is going to be a hit for you, I didn't. I had no idea.
Wow.
So it caught me off guard when it was really a hit. I was like, huh, what?
Let's just go with this, right?
Yes, 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 yeah.
One thing I love about the Masked Singers, they have a different genre each week. Like you said, you started with Billy Joel night. You like
Theme night,
theme night. We love
shower
that.
night,
That
sing in the shower.
that's what makes the show so interesting.
Yes,
You
yes.
are, of course, forever associated with disco, one of the queens of disco. Like, when you listen to new music today, like, do you hear traces of disco in it? Like, is disco alive in any form these days? Like, what are your thoughts?
I do. I hear it like on Dua Lipa. Her song, that to me, that's disco, modern disco, but still dance. You know what? I think it's dance music. It's
Yeah.
dance. And then that label, they take the disco off of it, but it's dance music. And Beyoncé, her last song, you gonna break my soul, you can't break my, that's dance. So I'm glad that they're bringing that it's relevant again, and that people are dancing to it and enjoying it, because in my opinion, it never really entirely went away. It may have been called different things, but disco is disco, honey.
Disco will be here forever,
Disco
right?
will be here forever because people like dancing and they want to be happy. They go out dancing because they want to forget their problems and stuff and just get lost in the music and dance until they can sweat.
I love it. Beyonce gets
That's
your stamp of approval. Dua Lipa.
That's right. They have it. Bam, for sure. Because they're keeping it alive.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You have worked with so many people like through in your career, or performed with so many people, Morrissey and Meghan Trainor and Tori Kelly, but your 1980s CD, Qualifying Heat, you worked with a then unknown Lenny